You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
Hey, welcome. Okay. How's everybody? I haven't even rolled a joint for this yet. It's terrible. I have been doing laundry all day, and studying, and then the other podcast, which was really awesome. If you missed it, you should go back and check out the replay. We had Dana Larson on the Mushy Moment earlier today, and we had a really wonderful, hey, JJ. We had a really wonderful conversation with him. We got to let him chat, and we got to listen to him. Hey, Judy. So it was really, really interesting. So if you want, you can go back and check out the replay of that on the page. It was a pretty awesome show. It was great to have Dana on. Other than that, I have either been sitting here studying or listening to lectures or doing laundry. Laundry is not a fun job, but it has to be done. So now I'm going to roll a joint. My desk over here is an absolute disaster area. It's like piled, literally, of things. We'll just turn you away from that. You don't need to see that. Yeah, quite a mess. But it's organized chaos. It really is. I pretty much know everything that's over here. Pretty much. Oh, I'm trying to get this cute little bag open. When I was out west, I went to the Vancouver Aquarium. It was really, really cool. And my friend Amy bought me these cute little coins with one has a toad, or actually a leopard frog, as you can see. And then the other one, I'm not sure what kind of frog it is, but here's another one with another. Isn't that awesome? 420. Hey, Sue. The 420 trip was interesting. Oh, now I'm finding out why this didn't want to open. It was great. I went up for the purposes of doing medicine. So I went up and I took part in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there was 8 medicines that we did, 8 different modalities. One of them, of course, was being cannabis, as well as psilocybin and cacao and hape, and combo, the pure 5-MeO molecule, as well as the bufo alvarius, so the secretion from the toad. Sanongo was there. So yeah, we did a lot of medicine. It was really, really awesome. And still doing the integration work from that now that I'm home. And then went to the countdown to cannabis, which was on the 19th. We counted down to midnight. I didn't stick around that long, but I did stick around long enough to go to the Kinky with Cannabis show. I think I was telling you guys last week. And that was insane. That was just... Oh, hi, Corey. Hi, Lisa. The Kinky with Cannabis show was entertainment for sure. Absolutely crazy. I can't get over the show that this guy put on. So yeah, there was a bit of a strip tease and a bit of a sexy show type idea. But then he used his member and his balls to paint pictures, and he did 2, as well as some self-portraits, which he did 4 of. But it was good, and it was probably the best burlesque type strip type show I've ever been to. It was great entertainment, and he's actually talented. You could tell that he was painting Bob Marley. It was. He was really good. So kind of crazy. my first time being able to see him. He's been at a couple of other cannabis events that I wasn't able to make it to, so I was really excited to go see him. The legal competition that day, there was a lot of wonderful cannabis that was involved in that, and a few concentrates and a couple of edibles. So I mean, that was pretty good. And then the next day, the 420, the actual 420 event, I went, of course, to Victoria Hall, which was Asia May Moon's. Yeah, it was amazing, JJ. Like, I mean, it was entertaining for everybody. It was really cool. And everybody got into it. Men, women, of all sexual orientations. Like, it was just pure entertainment. It was really awesome. And then the 420 party at Victoria Hall the next day was pretty amazing. The cup was set up a bit different. There were some pretty awesome edibles, a few more concentrates, and not as many flowers in the Legacy cup. But it was pretty amazing nonetheless. So we did that, left there, went to the Amsterdam Cafe, which I visited at least once, more like 8 or 9 times every visit. Went down there with a couple of activists that came over from Victoria Island, or Vancouver Island, I guess is what it's called, over where Victoria is. And we sat down there for a couple of hours and just smoked some weed and drank some infused mochas, and that was pretty amazing. So wonderful places to visit when in Vancouver, and wonderful things to do. And then after 420, I took a day off. And then I went and did some touristing, one day with my friend Steve and the next day with my friend Amy. It was pretty awesome. And one of the places I went was to the aquarium with Amy. And that's where we got those really cool frog coins. It was really, really neat. So yeah. And then, I'm excited because I believe Asia is coming down to do the pot fights at some point in time. I believe in Hamilton. And I think I'm going to go up and be part of those. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and all kinds of medicine. I mean, when I talk about your evening medicine break, I mean, yeah, we all do cannabis, but there are many other modalities out there. And when I was out in Vancouver, I get the chance to sit with a lot of them or learn about more of them. And it's really awesome. Yeah. Yeah. So that was my excitement. Of course, then I came home and had emergency dental surgery. Yay! Which I am still recovering from. I still feel like I have a little bit of a bruise there. It was pretty bad, but it's healing up nicely. I can smile without a lot of pain. So that's glorious. Because then when I was at the height of it, it hurt to smile. I had to stick a lot of oil. I had a lot of RSO in there to get that smile out. Oh, the scenery was something else. One of the things that we did when I was out with Steve is we ended up in the rainforest. I told you the funny version of this trip last week. We didn't mean to go this far into the rainforest. I just didn't read the map properly, but we ended up deep in the rainforest. I mean, the mountain that we went up on, we went up to the top of the mountain, to the ski hill, to the Olympic ski hill. We started quite literally at the very bottom. When we went to Lynn Canyon, we mistakenly went down, and we were pretty much almost, with the exception of, I'd say, probably about 30 feet at the bottom of the canyon. There was still a gate, or like a fence there stopping us from going all the way. It was still quite a ways down to the water. Hello. Hi, Crystal. How are you? So it was really amazing to be in the middle of the rainforest. Steve got some wicked pictures. I still haven't downloaded them from his messages yet, of mushrooms that we saw throughout the whole thing. And it was really something else to be in the middle of this rainforest, and then stand on the suspension bridge. And then we worked our way up to the top of the mountain. And it was quite literally, that morning, we were feet in the sand, tank tops, on the beach, walking the dog. And when we got to the top of the mountain, I was wishing I had brought socks and another sweater because it was cold. There were people still skiing on the top of the mountain. Like no public. I mean, it was employees. But there were people that were still skiing on the top of the mountain, employees out there, just checking out different things and checking out the mountain and making sure things are going well and melting properly. But they were in snowsuits and, they had their skis and their ski boots, and they had just come down from skiing. It was crazy. So to go from feet in the sand and, sitting in the sun warmly first thing in the morning to middle of the afternoon with feet in the snow was pretty cool. No pun intended. So yeah, that was touristing in Vancouver, and it was really neat. It was really neat. Like, we were driving along, the windows were open, the air was coming through, and as we're going up the mountain, we have to roll up the windows because it was just getting freaking cold. My opening will hopefully be made for next Tuesday. If not, it should be done for the Tuesday after. I do have new music. It is original music by my co-host on the other podcast on Mushy Moment, Steve. I asked Steve if I could use one of his songs that he's got recorded, and he said yes. So I am like over the moon excited. We are working on a new logo for this particular show. And I'm really excited about that too. I'm not one of these tech savvy, make this shit type people. I am lucky enough to have people like that in my life. Thank you so much. So between Steve Mather and Al Graham, they are the ones that will be helping me put this all together. So I can't wait to get the music. It's a great song. It really is a great song. And I think once you guys hear it, you'll be like, oh my God, yeah, that is so perfect. Thank you. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, as awesome as it was to get a few days of vacationing up there. I mean, I really did go out to heal and to do medicine. It was just, and I was heading out in March. I wanted to go out in March and do it. And it just, the way that things worked out, it was better for me to go out in April, as Steve was in the middle of moving in March. And then, of course, that leaves me with the ability to partake in the 420 celebrations. And then I got some real vacationing in while I was touristing, which was really cool. And if any of you make it out to Vancouver, or if any of you live in Vancouver, I highly suggest Milano Coffee. It is usually my first stop when I get off the plane. It's like, Steve, pick me up. Hey, what do you want to do? Well, let's go get a Milano and go to the beach. Because those are the favoriteest things to do when I head out in BC. McDonald Dog Park Beach, where we can put our feet in the sand, and we take his elderly dog for a walk. God bless Mika. And then hi Mario, how are you? Hey Jeff. So I highly suggest Milano Coffee or Turk's Coffee. There's a Turk's Coffee as well, owned by the same guy, same coffee. Amazing coffee, really, really great. If you go down to Milano Roasters, which is the main one, they're phenomenal in there. Like their customer service is, tops, and the coffee is tops. I really do recommend a killer mocha. It's awesome. Hey, Jessica. Yeah, their coffee is really, really good. They have other beverages as well. But Brian Turco, who owns it, he's a coffee creator extraordinaire. He travels the world. He picks beans. He brings them home. He roasts them. He mixes them together. He does all of the putting together and the recipes. And the man has won umpteen awards, gold medal awards worldwide for his ability to create coffee. I think if I remember correctly, he has 15 gold medals for various espressos and coffees from around the world. Most of them are espresso. I think there's 2 medium roast drip coffees that he has won gold medals for. Absolutely phenomenal coffee. So if you ever get the chance, and you can order it online and have the coffee beans delivered, anywhere. So I should almost find that website and share that. He is definitely worthwhile. It's gold medal coffee, and there is a reason. I don't drink coffee myself, but on a regular. But when I hit BC, I go for that coffee every time. I'll even drink the espresso, and that's the coffee that I don't drink. So, unpacking sucks. Yeah, I hope it goes smoothly, sweetheart. Hi, Georgina. Yeah. So yeah, it's you can order, like I said, you can order the coffee online, but if you're in Vancouver, you should go get a killer mocha. It's something I highly recommend. Hey, Sean, how are you? Yeah, yeah. So I've been spending, I spent my day studying and whatnot, and then I usually yesterday after class I was out in the van. I went down to the waterfront, smoked a couple of joints with friends, had a cup of tea. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm. As soon as we're done here in 14 minutes, I'm gathering up my stuff, and that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go grab a friend, grab a cup of tea, and sit down on the waterfront and smoke some joints in the back of my van because it's just the funnest thing to do. Well, for me anyway. I like doing it. Oh my goodness, Sean, I am hardly in the valley anymore. But one of these days, I need to make a special trip. I got to go. I have a number of people I got to go see. You are one of them. I got to go up and see Kirk. I got to go see, everybody that's up there. It's been forever. I keep threatening to go up. I messaged Kirk one day and said I'm coming up tomorrow to visit, and the next day was a snowstorm, so I couldn't make it. And I haven't even really gone since. Yeah, I own a Westphalia now, Sean. I bought myself a Volkswagen Westphalia. Actually, I bought one just about a year ago. Actually, a year ago in April, I bought it. So 13 months ago, I bought it. And then I went up to pick it up after I bought it and drove it home all the way from BC to Powell River, BC to Windsor, Nova Scotia. And, then I had it home for about 3 weeks. I had it serviced, I had it safetied, and then it blew up. Burnt to a fucking crisp. There are still black marks on the highway. Yeah, after rain and snow and everything there, you can still see where my van was on fire on the side of the highway. Luckily, insurance was really awesome. So I was able to pretty much immediately start looking for another one. And I found one in Montreal, which I then purchased. And I went up to Montreal and I drove it home. Oh, yeah, you crazy. You should see the friggin' pictures, Sean. They're absolutely insane. They're somewhere on my Facebook. If you go scrolling, if you go to the pictures and go scrolling, you'll see the pictures and a little video of like my van on fire. I got the picture. I got a beautiful picture. I got a beautiful picture of the van on fire when the propane tank exploded. So you see the van on fire with the flames going up one color, and then you see the propane as it exploded coming out the side and in a different color flame. It was absolutely insane. But the insurance company was really awesome. So I was able to go get another van, and I got that home at the end of the summer last summer. It was September, I think I went and got it. Anyway, when I got it home, I put it into an amazing Volkswagen place here in Nova Scotia that I found after my first one blew up. And he did a lot of work, and he's got the girl running absolutely perfect. I mean, I don't think a Volkswagen van could run any better than my Volkswagen van that's sitting out in my driveway right now. So it's a beautiful piece of machinery. I've got to do some cleanup, and I've got to do some, just some work to make the inside look amazing again. And I've got some parts that I just came in so I can fix up my curtains and stuff like that and clean it up. And yeah, so I have a second Volkswagen Westphalia, that Vagagon it is called. It's a 1991. So I am... once I've got it cleaned up and I know how to use the fridge and I know how to use the stove in there, I will be off heading to New Brunswick, probably first Ontario, hopefully in July. And then if I'm really, really lucky, I will hit Newfoundland in August or September, and it'll be awesome. Yeah. And then next summer, June 24th, 2025, I am leaving Windsor, Nova Scotia, and I am starting my trip cross country and back. And I will be inviting people to come along for the drive. If you want to come for a week and then fly home, or if you want to fly to me and then drive home, I mean, like, I'm going to have some openings there. I've already got a few people that are interested in hopping on for a part of the trip. I will also be carrying my medicine with me and conducting cacao and hapé ceremonies across Canada. And so I really hope people will come out and join me. It'll be friggin' amazing. Thank you, Sean. Oh, New Brunswick is amazing. Where are you moving from, Georgina? Or Georgine? I stuck an A on the end of your name. I'm so sorry. Oh, Joanna. Yeah, I know you're in. I know. It'll be amazing. I've got a friend from Ontario, too, that I don't know if she's going to fly to Nova Scotia and drive to Ontario with me or hop in Ontario and go part way and then fly home. But I think that's the best way to do it. People can, take some time off from their lives and some come out and do it. Oh, you're from New Brunswick, but living in Calgary and coming home. Well, welcome home. Welcome home to the Maritimes. So yeah, it's going to be, this summer is going to be great. I can't wait. And when I travel this summer to New Brunswick, Newfoundland, and Ontario, I will be carrying my medicine with me. So I'll have my cacao and my hapé. So if, as I'm traveling, you would like to meet up and partake in some of my beautiful medicine, I would be absolutely honored this summer as well. So all you have to do is reach out. It's a lot of fun. I'm babbling. I broke up some weed, but I haven't rolled it yet. My dog is out there yelling at me. She's pacing up and down the hallway going, but yeah. she wants up in a chair that I had her up in twice. I put her up twice and then she jumps down. So yeah, she'll be mad at me. She'll be okay. Another few minutes. Yeah, driving across Canada is amazing. I did it last summer. I drove home, but it was a rushed trip. I was alone. I was kind of nervous about driving alone. I didn't know the van overly well. I mean, it ended up blowing up anyway, right? And I think my subconscious knew that was coming, so I was really, really nervous. But I got home and I did it by myself. It was just kind of boring at some point in time. And I mean, I wish that I had somebody in my passenger seat taking pictures because some of the scenery was gorgeous, but there was no place to pull over and stuff like that. So yeah, I want to do it a little bit differently this year or next year, I should say. It should be a good time. Oh, JJ, I hope so. I will keep you apprised as I know when I'm coming to Ontario, and maybe you can come down from the north and meet me somewhere if it all works out. We will keep our fingers crossed and see what can happen, but I will keep you updated as to when I'm coming and where I'm going. Oh, you've got puppies. No, I don't need any more puppies. I'm trying to help a friend find a temporary, I love you too, Sean, a temporary home for a puppy that she has. It's going to be an awesome trip. Yeah, I'm really, really excited. I hope to be able to drive with some friends, like I said, and meet people through the medicine. I work with a number of modalities, different natural medicines. And it is my dream to share them. And if I can drive across Canada and find a beautiful scenic area and hold a beautiful cacao ceremony there, that is one of my dreams. And so I hope, I hope that it all works out, and I hope that I can meet up with some beautiful people. It'll be amazing. What am I smoking? I have actually pulled out a very old school strain called Cheetah Pete. It's an amazing old school strain back from the late 90s, early 2000s. When I first came across this strain, I thought somebody was giving me the worst weed ever. I'm smelling it and I'm like, man, that smells terrible. What did you get your cat piss on that? And of course they laughed and they're like, you wouldn't believe what the name of the strain is. And it turned out it was called cat piss for the reason that the flower, before you burn it, smells very ammonia. Like you get a lot of ammonia smell. It is so good. Yeah, Bonnie knows. Oh, JJ, listen, if it doesn't work this summer, it'll work next summer. We will make that work. I promise you. One of the, now don't shit on me, you people that love legacy stuff. A legacy grower here in Nova Scotia turned legal. They are a craft, very much a craft. They don't use any chemicals whatsoever. This is as organic it can get. They were fishermen in their previous lives. And then, of course, as most fishermen in Nova Scotia do, they use cannabis for sleep. And they use, pain and whatnot. So these fishermen down the South Shore decided they were going to try and go legal. And they jumped through all the hoops and they did everything they needed to do. And they took their old school strain that they have been growing forever and they brought it to the legal world. So everybody in Nova Scotia, and I believe this is still only sold in Nova Scotia, can experience cat piss. They call it Cheetah P, the letter P, because they are selling it in the legal stores. So, I mean, the government does say you can't use certain words and whatnot. This is the most amazing cat piss weed that I've ever had. And it's consistent and it's clean. It is so good, Bonnie. Yeah. From Amsterdam. I'm looking for old school strain. 2 B52s, a cross between Big Bugs and Skunk number 1. I don't know that, to be honest, Mario. I do have some Skunk number 1 seeds. We're going to pop them hopefully soon. Yeah. Yeah, so this is from Nova Scotia fishermen, and they grow it organically, and they grow it hydroponically using water that is, the nutrients are coming from, guess what? Fish. So yeah, they've got a fish hydroponic setup. It's I've heard lots about it. I haven't seen it, but like, yeah, it's really cool. You guys should try the cannabis. I'll show you a nug here. And they come with the best jars too. So is it going to come in? Yeah, sort of. Isn't that beautiful? And you see how organic it is? You can tell just by looking at that nug that it's 100% organic, hand trimmed. Yeah. It smells amazing. Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's like I haven't even lit my joint yet. It's already time to do this. Water. All right. Oh, I was going to reach over here. Oh, what are those? Oh, finding all kinds of stuff. Hey. Skunk number 1 is like my favorite strain if it's done properly, if the seeds have come from the right mom. Because a skunk number 1 can either smell incredibly lemony and taste incredibly lemony, or it can have that beautiful make you go look for the skunk terpenes. Oh my God. And if you're growing the stuff that makes you go look for the skunk, man, I'm searching. Do you have clones? Because it's actually skunk number 1 that's grown and it smells like skunk and it makes you go look for that skunk. That's what I grew up on. That's what I remember having. That's what I so enjoyed as a child. And I shouldn't say child, a teenager. You know, I can remember smoking it. And, you know, somebody's parents is outside looking for a skunk and worried that they have a skunk under their house. And that's the skunk number 1 that I want. Badly, because they're my favorite terpenes. Absolutely. Yeah, no, same Frost. I do not like, I'm not into the citrus terpenes. I know a lot of people that are, but I'm not. So when it comes to that skunk number 1, I like those skunky terpenes. Yeah. Oh, I hope that you smell skunks galore. Oh, I hope that you do. Absolutely. Okay, so giveaway. The Dabber. It's the last red and white one I have. So we're going to give that one away. I also have some earrings and a necklace that I found. So I have a necklace with it's beautiful resin with a little weed leaf in there. And the earrings, I mean, look at these things. Aren't they beautiful? So those. And then we have some stickers. So these are the cannabis stickers. We get a 420 and a Stoner Queen. There's a lot of stuff for ladies in this particular one. Hey. And then we have some mushroom stickers. And then we have some heart stickers. Because I love hearts. Got to go out there and show your love, dudes. Be kind to everybody. Show your love. It's awesome. So, and then I found these uplifting stickers, which I just absolutely love them. So this one says, make it happen. Yeah. And this one says, the way you speak to yourself matters. It sure does. Be loving and kind with yourself. Yeah. So, and then one of my last 2 packs of seeds that I have to give away because we are in growing season. These chirps were made out in BC by Chirp Fire Genetics. This is called Old Man Neil, and it is strawberry sour diesel and tropical lightning mixed. So that is going into the giveaway tonight. So, and I have the wheel already here. Here we go. And we're going to come over here. We're going to click a button and we're going to see who wins. Do. Kimberly. Hey. I'm so excited. There you go, Kimberly. I'm very excited for you. Congratulations. And that's really the end of the show. I am going to go over here. I'm going to say thank you, everybody, so much for joining me. I really appreciate all of you coming by. Hopefully next week we will have the opening done up. If not, it should be the week after. Lots of fun putting that together. So I will see you next Tuesday with another half-hour medicine break. Evening medicine break and another little giveaway and a whole bunch of chit-chatting. Okay. I love you, folks. Have a great night.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
When you have a pain that's reached its peak, Legacy for 20 is so unique. If organic cannabis is what you seek, here's your trusted partner 7 days a week. Suppository salves, vapes and drops, topicals, edibles, infused pop. Just when life seems like it ain't easy, at Legacy 420 enjoy a pop freezy. Lab tested products make them the GOAT. Legacy 420 out on your road. Legacy 420 in Tyendinaga Mohawk territory. Indigenous organic cannabis at its finest.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Limestone City Hydroponics is Kingston, Ontario's hydroponics shop. Take your growing to the next level and create the optimal environment with a tent kit, or maximize your yield with an ebb and flow flood table kit. Either way, Limestone City Hydroponics has more sizes and options to fit your needs. Are you looking for the power of the sun that adapts to your budget? Then look no further, as they have professional grow lighting. They have indoor grow systems that are easy and cost effective, with many options to fit your living space and lifestyle. Cultivate your growing potential. We have everything you need to succeed. And if you can't make it to the store, they offer local delivery to the greater Kingston area. Remember, when you're looking for experts to help you grow, then look no further than the locally owned Limestone City Hydroponics, 105 Sunderland Drive in Kingston, Ontario. Call them at 613-548-0420.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.